It's a difference when you have a man who is being a leader, who's protecting his wives, who is providing for his wives, who is building a legacy, who is there for his children, than one that is just collecting wives, collecting women just to say, these are my wives. It's a difference. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. It's your Coach Nyla, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And I felt this video was an important video to do because we've seen comments about predators in polygyny. And I came across a comment that actually stated that they didn't know that there were predators in polygyny, but so I just felt that this was an important topic to discuss. And there's not just predators in polygyny, there's predators in anything, everywhere. You have bad people that want to prey on people. It's just messed up that, that's something that we have to talk about and discuss and try to navigate our way through it. But, real being real, that's what's going on. It's not just in polygyny. You have them in monogamy. You have them just walking around day-to-day life, just finding ways or coming up with ways to try to prey on people, scam people, and all that other good stuff. Not really good stuff, horrible stuff. But, I digress. So predators in polygyny, what do they look like? Well, I'm going to give you two that is very clear that you can see if you're really paying attention. And you don't really have to pay attention so closely. You can just open your eyes and just really understand what's going on and not be seduced by your ears. Like Coach Nyla says, women are seduced by their ears, men are seduced by their eyes. And I agree with that. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it, all of that other good stuff or not so good stuff, when it comes to being seduced by your ears. So that's the thing. You want to make sure that to take you away from that, or to at least kind of remove you from the equation, so to speak, is to have a guardian, to have a protector, to have a wakil or a wali. If you are, first I was trying to tell you guys about what they look like. So let me go back to that, and then we'll go into, how to not get caught up or get preyed upon, when it comes to your relationships, period, whether it's polygyny or monogamy. All right. So first, you'll have people that they talk a good game, game recognized game. But sometimes we as women don't recognize all game, and sometimes we don't recognize the good game either. So you want to make sure that you are keeping an eye out for that. And of course, like I said, I'm going to state, the other things, what you should do in order to not get caught up in that. So you'll have a person that will talk real sweet, whisper these sweet nothings and all these other things, make everything sound good and gravy and everything like that. And all the while, he's just collecting people. He's collecting wives, collecting bodies, and not doing what he needs to do to protect and provide for them. So I guess that goes into the second one, where it's the one that doesn't protect and provide, or the one that doesn't provide. So you have the one that's just collecting because it just looks good, because, it's easy and it's great and it sounds so good to say, hey, yeah, I have these many wives. I have this wife and that wife, and this wife is this age and this wife is that age, and things like that. But when it comes to being a leader and building a family, those things are not there. It's a lot of drama within the dynamic. The person is not trying to work on the dynamic. It's just like, okay, well, if it's a problem here, let me marry another one. It's a problem here, let me marry another one. Oh, I can't deal with this problem over here, let me marry another one. So they're just collecting. Or they're divorcing and marrying and marrying and marrying and then divorcing and marrying. So it's all these different bodies being strewn all over the place, not understanding, or a person not recognizing or not caring that there are other people in the mix that actually have these feelings and emotions that you're just disregarding because you want to look like the man who has all these different women. So it's a difference when you have a man who is being a leader, who's protecting his wives, who is providing for his wives, who is building a legacy, who is there for his children, than one that is just collecting wives, collecting women just to say, these are my wives. It's a difference. So that's one of the predators. And then the other one, as I stated a little bit before, the one that just doesn't take care of responsibilities, whether it's whether he has two wives or multiple, wives, whether he has three, four, or whatever the case may be. In polygyny, in Islam, we are limited to four, or the men are limited to four, but in other religions, there's no limit. There's no regulation of how many wives you can actually have. So even if they had, 10 wives or whatever the case may be, and they're not taking care of them, and they're just leaving them to fend for themselves, or they're putting them on all types of assistance in order to, make stuff happen, or in order for them to be taken care of, that's usually a sign of, someone that is preying on it because it just looks good to just say that I'm married to all these women. If you're married to them and you're not taking care of them, and then you're just collecting them, then that's not showing that you are being a leader. It's just not showing that you're being a man. It's not showing that you're being a responsible husband. I have an important announcement to make, an exciting announcement to make. It's been my goal for 2022 to be able to serve more people because my one-on-one coaching is full. So now I'm able to open up my group coaching so you can be a better you in 2022. I'm so excited about it. And the wait list has been growing day by day by day. So make sure you sign up for the wait list. You want to be a part of this? Sign up for the wait list. Check it out, CoachNyla.com. I'll see you on the other side. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. It just shows that you're being a predator. So that's pretty much what to look out for. So there's some more out there. Those are two that I can think of off the top of my head that is very, very clear and that you can kind of see. But how do you not get yourself caught up in that? How you don't get yourself caught up in that? Get a guardian, a person who has your best interest in mind. Preferably a man. It should be a man. Those who are Muslim, they understand. We call them wakils, we call them walis. The wali is like your dad, person that is related to you like that. A wakil is your guardian that's most likely that's not really related to you like that. So it could be the imam or something like that. But your guardian is somebody who has your best interest in mind. They're not seduced by their ears. They know good game recognize all game, and they're going to make sure that, your best interests are protected. So when you get that guardian, you make sure you state what you want and also listen to what this guardian has to say. If you trust this guardian to have your best interest in mind, don't go and be combative to them when they see somebody and they see some traits that they are not liking in them for you. Now, they can talk to you about it and you can discuss it and everything like that. And maybe they could be overprotective. But see, when I look at things like that, and I heard daughters and women saying a lot, oh, it's so overprotective. And then they go out and stray away from the protection. They get hurt. They get just a lot of bad things start to happen. And then they have to deal with that. And it's because they didn't listen, or because they decided that they knew a whole lot better than what their guardian was trying to tell them. So sometimes we have to, if we're trusting that and we know that our guardian has had our best interest in mind, why would it be any different this time around? You have to think about that. So that's one of the things. Make sure you have someone that has your best interest in mind, and let that person do the legwork. Let that person go and dig, find out what this person has been doing. Who has this person been around? What is this person learning, studying? What is the abilities that this person has? What is the track record this person has? Allow that person to do that. Allow the guardian to do that, because if you're doing it yourself, he can say whatever he wants. The man can say whatever he wants to make himself sound good. But if you have somebody else that's doing that work, that third party on your behalf, they'll get to find out a whole lot more than you can find out on your own. Another way to make sure that, you don't get caught up in okie doke is make sure that, you are keeping an eye out on these things. When things don't seem right or look right or sound right, and the person is constantly changing their story, or they're not doing certain things that that they should be doing, and they'll find some way to gaslight or change up the story or make you feel a certain type of way, that's a red flag. So you want to make sure you be aware of those red flags. Sometimes we let our emotions get so in the way and get caught up. We're like, oh, well, this person, I can see us building the future together and I love him, or I don't want to be alone, or all these type of things. And then we rush into a situation that can cause us not just only being alone, but feeling lonely. So you can be with a person and you can be married to someone and you can be totally lonely and feel alone if this person is not doing the things that they need to do as your husband, as that protector, as that provider. So hope you guys got some good information from this video. I just had to put those things out there. So just in case people are not understanding what that looks like, what a predator will look like, whether it's in polygyny, monogamy, it really doesn't matter. These are what predators look like. And there are like I said, there are other predators and there are other ways and other characteristics that they look like. But these are the ones that you would tend to see for those who are really trying to collect women and prey on women and to just make themselves look like the man, but they're not willing to step up and take responsibility. And so they're leaving emotions and bodies, a bunch of carnage of emotions and bodies. So yeah, if you made it this far, but make sure you are keeping an eye out. And, when you utilize those tips that I gave you, you won't have to worry about that, inshallah, God willing. But yeah, make sure you're protecting yourself as well. Learn how to protect yourself. And protecting yourself also means allowing other people, your community, to protect you too. All right? So if you made it this far, congratulations. In the comments, put protection in the comments if you made it this far. And until next time, make sure you're growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you got value from this video, share, because sharing is caring. Until next time, Coach Nyla, Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways Outstanding Personal Relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships.
And make sure you sign up for our email list. And you can actually email us at support@Outstanding Personal Relationships, where you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored, as well as exclusive access to our lives and bonuses.
Absolutely. If you're looking for more polygyny education, make sure you visit polygamymasterclass.com. Now, if you're looking for coaching or counseling with either Coach Fatimah or Coach Nyla, you can find them at.
Make sure you visit me at CoachFatimah.com.
And myself at CoachNyla.com.
That's how we can help you. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.